Hello everyone, and welcome back to Cryptadia. If this is your first time here and wonder what this is, Cryptadia is my Lost World setting speculative evolution project. The island, named Cryptadia, is an island roughly 75 miles west of Africa, its primary fauna being non-avian dinosaurs that managed to survive to the modern day. And in today's video, we'll be taking a look at the living barricades, the Vallumasaurs. The Vallumasaurs are Thyreophorans, a group that includes famous animals like Stegosaurus and Ankylosaurus and Kentrosaurus and etc. Vallumasaurs in particular are more related to Decenturians than they are to Stegosaurines or Ankylosaurines. This includes animals such as Decenturians itself, Miragaia, though that is into question whether Miragaia itself is a Decenturian or a Stegosaurine or not. But their closest relative are animals such as the Adrachilid, found in Africa. The Vallumasaurs derived from their Decenturian cousins roughly 130 million years ago, during the late Cretaceous period. Their ancestors were relegated to the shadows, much like their Insulosaur neighbors, until the extinction of the dinosaurs throughout the mainland and across the world. Their giant overlords now gone, they were able to get to larger sizes and become one of the most dominant groups of animals on the island, with the largest member of the family, the third largest herbivore on the island. The Vallumasaurus, meaning barricade lizard, is the oldest and most primitive member of the family. Being bipedal and weighing only 450 kilograms, these medium-sized animals are found in the grasslands and dense jungles of Cryptadia, often seen herding with other herbivore species, but are most commonly seen herding with Insulosaurs, as they use the Insulosaurus burrows as a way to defend themselves too, by literally shoving their front half into the burrows and leaving only their dangerous spike-filled tail out as a barricade to the burrow's entrance. However, if there is no burrow nearby, the Vallumasaurs will all gather into a clump and block each other's weak points, aka their front halves, with their tails, creating a very dangerous and spiky barricade. Males are typically larger than females, but females are known to have larger tail spikes than males, time to time, but this is more likely a matter of mutation rather than sexual dimorphism. Both sexes often challenge each other in their herd, not for dominance or mating rights, but more so out of the need to simply do it. Because why not? Fights are really dangerous, but there have been times where a male accidentally hits the other with its tail and will result in light or even deep wounds. Other than that, Vallumasaurs are just content with foraging for food, usually eating whatever their other species herd members leave behind, which is usually plenty, unless it's the Palusaurs, which Vallumasaurs seem to rather dislike, probably due to the fact that Palusaur herds tend to eat basically everything, leaving absolutely nothing for the Vallumasaur to eat. The Blumenjäger, or the Mobilu, is a large 2.1-ton Vallumasaur. What sets this animal apart from its family members is not how the plates are arranged or its spikes on the tail, but rather the fact that this species is an adept semi-aquatic ambusher. These animals are often seen in the shallows, basking in the sun or waiting in the shadows, with their mouths opened, bait tongues out, and their plates seemingly moving and creating shadows in the water to create a false sense of security for the fish they hunt. However, it is uncommon to find larger adult members of the species to go to the deeper ends of the rivers and lakes they inhabit to catch larger game. But this is a high-risk, high-reward strategy, as the rivers are not only filled with large crocodiliforms and crocodilians, it is also the home of one of the monarchs of the island, the one who stops the flow of rivers, the Mokele Mbembe. These tyrants will get a video of their own, but to sum it up, these nearly 8-ton Spinosaur descendants are the top predators of the island's rivers and waterways, and Blumenjäger will commonly be seen leaving the waters once they detect even one of these carnivores in the area. Thankfully for the Blumenjäger, they are still able to eat plants and fruits, and are better, more adapted for life on land than their giant hunters, though they prefer to do this at night when large diurnal carnivores aren't active in the area. As their nickname also suggests, these animals are the culprit behind the cryptid known as the Mobilu, as a small population of these creatures once existed in the Congo before going extinct due to human activity and habitat loss. The Speculative is a 3.4-ton Vallumasaur and is the most commonly seen out of the entire family. From the dense jungle and forests to the plains, and even at times the savannas, herds of these armored beasts are constantly roaming around the island. They have rows and rows of shark spikes for defense against the many carnivores of the island, but most notably, Speculative are most famously known for their deadly battles with their natural rival, the Panzervenator. When battles occur between these two species, they are fierce and deadly and will usually result in either one of them dying or both dying due to the injuries. Most of the time, however, Panzervenator will choose to hunt young, defenseless Spitzerjurok, or the old sickly, who are no longer able to fight back. Only during desperate times, or when the opportunity presents itself, will a Panzervenator hunt a healthy adult Spitzerjurok. Spitzerjuroks have a noticeable amount of sexual dimorphism. Males are generally heavier and larger, with dewlaps on their necks, while females have a lighter and more smaller size, and lack the dewlap males have. Males also have hardened scales on their noses that they use against other males for dominance or mating rights. Fights between males are rarely ever deadly. The two males will headbutt each other, throw sand at each other's faces, or even attempt to bite each other's largest shoulder spikes, and the fights usually end with one who gets bitten first. Not that it hurts, but rather it's just an uncomfortable feeling that they get when they are bitten. These animals live in herds roughly up to 16 individuals, sometimes even more, and usually their herd formation will be something along the lines of males leading the front, females around the back and the sides, and the youngest staying in the middle. The Spearschutz. With a weight of up to 5 tons, these gladiator behemoths are a force to be reckoned with. Their whole entire body is a weapon, able to fend off even the brute Panzervenators, and since they rarely ever go to the rivers and lakes, no Mokele Mbembe has ever been able to hunt them either. The only real threat are the packs of Cockrodonna Venatrix. Even then, a full pack must be present in order for a successful kill to happen, or on the rare occasion, a skilled enough duo will be needed for trying to take down such a massive and deadly creature. Unlike the previous animals we've seen before, Spearschutz are always alone. The only time they will come together is during the mating season, in which males and females will fight to see who is worthy of mating, charging at each other and shoving each other with their huge shoulder spikes. Many individuals are left brutally injured or dead, becoming a feasting ground for many carnivores who dare enough to venture into the large concentration of living spear fortresses. After the mating season ends, all Spearschutz will part their own ways. Females will have many young, though only 1 to 2 survive to see their adolescent years per clutch. Females are highly aggressive and protective of their young, not hesitating to go up against even a fully grown male Tupahadros if one decides to get too close to a Spearschutz mother's young. These animals prefer to eat on the many hardy plants of the savannas, but sometimes they'll head to the edges of the forest and try to snack on the vines that grow from the trees, serving as a tasty snack for those lucky enough to find them. And much like their Spitzerjurok cousins, the Spearschutz have their own rivalry with the Cockrodonna Venatrix. Battles between these two giants are a sight to behold, but that is a tale for another time. And that is it for the Vallumasaur video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and let me know which one of these was your guys' favorite. Personally, for me, the Mobila was my personal favorite to work on. Other than that though, that's the end of the video, and I hope you all enjoyed, so I'll see you all next time on the next video. The Ruling Kings, Monarchs of Cryptadia. Have a good day.